In this episode of Genius Digital Marketing, we're going to be talking about thought leadership, specifically how your brand, your business can become a thought leader within your industry. This is very, very important as there now are so many different types of companies within your space that are basically all saying the same thing. Thought leadership is absolutely the best way to differentiate yourself from your competition and to provide value without someone having to give you their information and or buy something to start to connect with your company. All right, I want to specifically talk about 3 forms of content that I have used in my past over the last decade to generate lots and lots of traffic and eyeballs and hearts and minds to look at my brand. All right, the first is raw videos. It has never been more important than it is today. Now everyone has an iPhone, everyone has a computer that has a camera on it. You can create videos very quickly and easily. I've said this in previous episodes, but raw and real content will always outperform professional produced. It's an amazing phenomenon, and I believe it's because people want to hear information from other people. Raw, unfiltered, real. All right, there's 3 main ways that I have seen raw videos be used for thought leadership for businesses really, really effectively. The first is how-tos. If you've ever gone on YouTube, there's literally a how-to video for everything. Well, if you're selling a product and that product is a solution to someone's problem, the quickest, easiest, cheapest way for you to do that is to record a 15, 30, 60, 90, 5-second, 5-minute video telling people how to solve that problem. And of course, when you tell people how to solve that problem, naturally and instinctively, your product can be the solution. All right, number 2, really important. And these should be in this order when you're creating your content calendar. Number 2, infographics. So once you have that topic clearly articulated, you've thought through your outline, you've recorded it, you've received some feedback, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to transcribe that information into an infographic. Infographics are very popular, but there are a lot of people that do them not very well. So I'm going to tell you a couple tips that are going to make your infographics really, really perform. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you is you want to create, a top 3, top 5, top 7 tips, ways, secrets, hacks. Use these buzzwords within your industry to get people to basically think in their brains, oh, this is something this is a big, complicated, complex concept that I'm going to be able to not only read, but understand in a really quick period of time. That being said, the best part about infographics is the fact that they can be easily promoted and they can be easily shared. So what I mean by promote is you can send out an email and say, everybody download this infographic. It's amazing how many people will download it. You can promote it to influencers and bloggers and other thought leaders and say, hey, here's this free infographic, feel free to post it on your wall or on your blog or link to it, and it's absolutely amazing how many people will link to it. People love visual, simple content. And then the third way, actually, no, I'll jump back to share. So the other thing that happens with infographics, unlike the other pieces of content, is people will personally share them to their networks of friends and family. So in your follow-up communications, you always want to make sure to encourage people to do that. All right, the third way to use infographics is in a drip. And so as you are getting a customer, maybe they've watched a video, maybe they've thought about buying something, if you can continually engage your looky-loos, your tire kickers with compelling infographic content, they're absolutely going to stay connected with your brand. Unlike other types of content that's more long-winded and takes more time and investment on the lead prospects part. All right, number 3, ebooks. So ebooks are very different than raw videos and very different infographics. Ebooks take a long time. They are detailed, deep dives. Sometimes they're guides. Sometimes they take the form of tutorials. Sometimes they're schematics. But these very much are what people want to download and read. And basically, the more you can pack in there, the more substance you can provide, the higher the perceived value will be. These 3 types of thought leadership really, really work together nicely. A couple of high-level stats that I'd love to share with you just from my past. Again, raw, real videos, while they're the easiest to make, they'll always get the most amount of impressions and clicks and views. It's amazing. Infographics are actually the best way to generate a marketing qualified lead. That is, if you want someone to just give you their contact information, their name to get something free, for whatever reason, if you promote infographics, the most amount of people, the most amount of volume will fill out the form to get the thing. All right, and then lastly, ebooks. Something that I learned about ebooks is that when somebody downloads an ebook, on average, their sales cycle will be cut in half. This is a huge deal. For example, if you're selling a product and your average sales cycle is 3 months, 90 days, if you can get them to download an ebook, that sales cycle can be shortened to 45 days, which is why a lot of companies have realized that an ebook download is actually a better lead than somebody who inquires about buying your product. Again, some people are finding that this form of an MQL actually has a shorter sales cycle and a higher contract value than an inbound sales qualified lead that is someone who is saying, I'm ready to buy your product now. All right, to review, this is absolutely a pattern that companies of all shapes and sizes should follow when wanting to be a thought leader online. Is you want to start by making videos. So just like I am doing right now, make an outline, record a personal video. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then get it out there and get feedback. Once you're done with that video and you're happy with it and you've gotten feedback, you want to transcribe it. Write it down, turn it into a blog. Once you've got it transcribed, you want to design an infographic. It's really easy to do. If you don't have a designer, pay somebody. If you provide an outline to a designer, there's a lot of designers out there that can do it for you. We design some of the best infographics on the planet. We would love to do your infographics for you. And then lastly, after you've made a video, you've transcribed that video, you've created an infographic, you have all that feedback, then provide that ebook, compose that ebook that is that robust resource that every single person in the world that's within your target demographic is going to want to download in exchange for their information, aka to become a lead. Thanks for listening. Thought leadership matters. We look forward to working with you. If you want a personal consultation with myself and my design team, please reach out to me and we'll put together a custom solution. Have a great day. See you on the next episode.